الرحيم وكل إنسان ألزمناه طائره في عنقه ونخرج له يوم القيامة كتابا يلقاه منشورا اقرأ كتابك كفى بنفسك اليوم عليك حسيبا. These two ayahs are like one block, one thing. وكل إنسان, each human being, كل each إنسان human being, ألزمناه, ألزمنا إلزام, لازمة to stick, to be necessary. Anything which is necessary sticks, like glue, sticks. That is why we translate lazima. Alzama, made necessary, made stick, something sticking to another thing, a part of it. Okay. Alzamnahu, who? That. وَكُلَّ إِنسَانٍ, each human being, this is object, مفعول, ألزمناه, we made him, that person, sticking to طائره, his flying, طائر, bird, but flying thing, طائر. Bird is bird because it flies. طائر, اسم الفاعل, flyer, something which flies, اسم الفاعل. We made each human being stuck to his flyer. I will say what flyer is. Flying thing is made stuck to a human being. Each one has his own flying thing. في عنقه, in his neck. We did hang everything, flying thing for everybody on his neck. What is that? Book. Book of records, recordings. Daftarul A'mal. Deeds are recorded. Notes. Angels. Everybody is stuck to her book of records. You cannot run away because it is stuck to you. Wherever you go, it will come with you. Wherever you go, no way of getting rid of those things. Everybody is hostage to his own acts and deeds book. Stick, ilzam. Hang on the neck of the person. وَنُخْرِجُ, we will take out. إخراج, we will let come out. له, for him, يوم القيامة, at the day of judgment. We will take out at the day of judgment for him what? Kitaban, book. That will come out as a book. يلقاه, will meet. لقيا, ملاقي, لقيا, يلقاه, منشورا, open, spread. We will take out and bring books for that person, open, not closed, not secret, readable. checkable. You can check. It is there, not hidden. وكل إنسان ألزمناه طائره في عنقه ونخرج له يوم القيامة كتابا يلقاه منشورا. We made everybody stuck to his book of records, which is like flying book coming, sticking to you, giving to you. It will not be with human being. Human being will grab from right hand, eligible to Jannah. From left hand, Jahannam people. Or from back, that will come like that. The person, in order to grab, needs to push, make a hole from his body to grab from back. Both of them, back, left, is Jahannam people. Nobody will be away from his book of records, Daftari A'mal, that will be hung on his neck, cannot run away. We will bring at the day of judgment the book, that one, flying, coming flying. The person will meet that book, will see that book, open, spread, manshura, nashr, nashara, nushra, yanshur, nashr, manshurun, open, spread, broadcast. Nobody could hide anything. Everything will come out. In this world, we may hide, but over there, nothing will be hidden from nobody. Yes. And اقرأ كتابك. اقرأ, you read. Kitabak, your book. We will tell to this person, this is your book. Now, read it. ووضع الكتاب فترى المجرمين مشفقين مما فيه ويقولون يا ويلتنا ما لهذا الكتاب لا يغادر صغيرة ولا كبيرة إلا أحصاها ووجدوا ما عملوا حاضرا ولا يظلم ربك أحدا وأما من أوتي كتابه فيقول هاؤم اقرءوا كتابي إني ظننت أني ملاق حسابي فهو في جنة عالية في عيشة راضية في جنة عالية قطوفها دانية كلوا واشربوا هنيئا بما أسلفتم في الأيام الخالية فأما من أوتي كتابه بشماله فيقول يا ليتني لم أوت كتابي ولم أدر ما حسابي يا ليتها كانت القاضية ما غنى عني مالية هلك عني سلطانية. In Quran, it's all same subject book, how it is coming right hand, left hand. Right hand, the one who will get, will be happy, hey, see my book, see my book. And others will be very distressed. Iqra, you read, kitabaka, your book. I think French chemist Lavoisier, I think, he says he discovered a rule. Some experiments, then he said that nothing is lost. Can change, but come back, I mean, nothing is lost, materially. I mean, you may divide hydrogen, oxygen from water, but the oxygen is oxygen, hydrogen is hydrogen. When you bring back, then that becomes water. Then you take away, but still it is there. Evaporated, disappears, no disappears, nothing disappears. So, I mean, one of the physical chemical rules applying to this subject. Anything done by anybody, no way of getting lost. It is there, will be there. We will all meet. We will all see. Nobody can stay away from his or her own deeds and acts, good and bad. They are all there, will be there. اقرأ كتابك. You read your book, check whether it is accurate or not. كفى, enough. كفى كفية. كافي, enough. بنفسك. For yourself, by yourself. اليوم, today, عليك, upon you, حسيبا, accounting. You are yourself enough to evaluate, to give account to yourself. Because book is there, everything evaluation is there. You will say, oh, this is what I did, this is what I did, and you will adapt good position or bad position. You yourself could do enough to satisfy, to get account of yourself. Hisab. So these two ayahs are showing the book of records of a human being will be given to a human being, and we ask that human being that he may read that one, check that one. Very important rules. Man ihtada, anybody who is guided, hidayah, فإنما only يهتدي, guides himself لنفسه for himself. Anybody who has guidance, anybody who is guided and has guidance, that guidance is for him, in favor of him. Everybody is responsible for his or her own acts and deeds. Anybody puts himself on guidance, he is doing well for himself. وَمَنْ ضَلَّ, anybody who is misguided, gone astray, ضَلَّ, فإنما only يضل, misguides, عليها, against himself. Hidayah in favor of the person, dalala against the person. Nobody can help anybody. Everybody is responsible for his, for her own acts and deeds. Somebody has hidayah, for him, good for him. Somebody has dalala, too bad, this is against him. وَلَا تَزِرُ, does not carry the burden. وَزَرَ وُزِرَ وِزْرٌ, وَزَرَ وُزِرَ يَوْزِرُ, واو disappears, يَزِرُ يُوزَرُ, وَعَدَ وُعِدَ يَعِدُ يُوعَدُ. Anybody who carries وَزَرَ وُزِرَ يزر يوزر. Anybody who carries the burden, the responsibility. ولا تزر. No one will carry waziratun, carrier, a carrier, a person who is carrying. No carrier will carry wizra, burden, responsibility, ukhra, other person. Nobody will. This is very big principle in Islamic law. وَلَا تَزُرُ وَازِرَةٌ وِزْرَ أُخْرَى. You just memorize this part at least. وَلَا تَزُرُ وَازِرَةٌ وِزْرَ أُخْرَى. No one is responsible for anyone else. No one is going to carry the burden of anybody else. Yes. The responsibility, personal responsibility. Responsibility is in person. You cannot delegate. You cannot say you are responsible for, I'm not. No. He is responsible for his, you are responsible for your. Father is culprit, criminal. He will be put in jail, penalized, not his son, not his children. Feuds, killing each other, families, not acceptable, because nobody is responsible for anybody. So, in war, somebody is killing you, you kill him. Don't kill a person next, sitting, not doing anything. Don't kill that one. That is why bomb or mass destructive things is not acceptable. Why are you destroying? Somebody is bad, you find him, you punish him. Not the ones who are innocent, but around or something like that. Don't do that. Sanctions, wrong. Iraqi and others, wrong. Because it is affecting everybody. There are people who are living there, hate Saddam Hussein or someone else. Because Saddam Hussein, he is the one who destroyed Islam before everything, anything. Baghdad was flourishing scholarship in Islamic history. None is left. No scholarship, no madrasa, no nothing. Tarikh of Baghdad, there are books. Damascus. It is also the same, Syria, Damascus, but a little bit is there, I believe, some. But in Iraq, no Muslim scholars anyway. They ran away, they have been killed, they have been put in jail, and Ba'asis. So there are hundreds of people who hate Saddam Hussein, sitting over there, but hating Saddam Hussein, are suffering, they are suffering, because somebody got angry to Saddam Hussein. Oh, that method is wrong. Find another method. That's okay, whatever that method is. But this method is wrong. How it could be anything like that? Too bad. How human beings does anything like that? Too bad. Thousands of children, millions of children are dying. How that could be? What a bad way of thinking, dictating my own, your own, his own. Too bad. So, nobody is carrying anybody else's burden. Everybody is responsible for his or her own thing. المسؤولية المسؤولية الشخصية in Arabic. In Turkish we have, and responsibility is in person. That person, that thing, that person is responsible, not someone else. No delegation, no deputy, no tawkil, no agent. Let somebody else pay for them. No. وَمَا كُنَّا, we were not, we are not, مُعَذِّبِينَ, punishers, penalizers, azab. We are not going to be punisher, penalizer, anyone, حتى until نبعث, we sent. بعث بعث يبعث رسولا, the prophet. We are not going to punish any country, any person, any place unless we send our prophet. Prophet brings message to them. They become aware of message, but then they, with their free will, they don't follow, then we can punish. We never punish any place without sending message first. Rasul, messenger first. This is, so any punishment did not occur, will not occur, unless the prophet's message of Allah reached. Aboriginals in Australia somewhere or in Amazon somewhere, people were living at the top of the mountain, they did not know anything, they did not hear religion, deen, Islam or any other things. Allah is not going to punish them if they are sincerely not informed. They are not aware of anything. Maybe only if they are logically thinking people, sane logically, then they are responsible to have a faith, a feeling, a belief, in general terms, that there must be a creator who created us, who created this sun, this moon, this universe, these trees. Figure out. If they are able to figure out, that is their responsibility. Nothing else. They may not know this is Quran or name Quran, Muhammad or anything. They are not responsible in that regard. Because these ayahs like that, if someone is like insane, did not get the message, he is not responsible too. Message must go first. Divine message must be heard first. This is the job of the prophets. That is why prophets have been sent. Rasuls, Anbiya have been sent. To make sure they have someone who is telling them, interpreting them, and he himself is practicing. So they may watch, they may see, this is not a philosophy, this is not something ideal, impractical. You cannot do it. Think, you can think, but you cannot do it. Utopia. It is not like that. وَمَا كُنَّا, we were not, we are not, مُعَذِّبِينَ, punishers, analyzers, حتى until, unless نبعث, we sent رسولا, a prophet. Okay. وإذا أردنا أن نهلك قرية أمرنا مترفيها ففسقوا فيها فحق عليه القول فدمرناها تدميرا. وإذا أردنا, when we wanted. إذا when أردنا إرادة إرادة إرادة إرادة أردت أردنا. When we desired إرادة Allah, إرادة. When Allah has إرادة, will, and that نهلك, destroy, هلاك, finish, make them finish, done. قرية, an area. When we want, Allah is saying, when we want to destroy a region, a village, an area, when we desire to destroy, when we decide to destroy an area, amarna, we order. This is the way we do. Allah is saying, amara, amara, amarna. We order. Amara umra ya'muru yu'maru tu'mur. First bab al-bab al-awwal. Amarna, we order. Mutrafiha, people in luxury. Tarafa, people who are living in luxury. Rich, aristocrat, high income people. أترف, أترف, يترف, يترف, مترف, مترفون. اسم المفعول مترفين, مترفون, مترفين, مترفيها. We order the people in that society, the people who are rich, who are living comfortably, rich, squandering. فَفَسَقُوا. We order them, فَفَسَقُوا. They do fisq. فَسَقُوا. فِسْقُ فُجُور. They sin, they do sin. They go out of line. Mischievous acts. Fiha, in that village. When we want to destroy a country, an area, we order the rich people in that area to go bad, to do wrong, sin, like that. فَحَقًّا. Then becomes truth. عليها, upon that village, ha goes to qarya, feminine. Al-qawlu, word. My word becomes truth, means my destruction sentence gets realized, materialized, happens, works that time. فَدَمَّرْنَا. We destroy. دمر, دمر, دمر, يدمر, يدمر, تدمير. علم, علم, علم, يعلم, يعلم, تعليم. تدمير, تدمير, destroy. Make them vanish, perish. فَدَمَّرْنَا, we destroy, ha, that village. تدميرا, what a destruction, big destruction. مفعول مطلق. We destroy that village with full destruction. So, the corruption comes from luxury, from big money. Ordeals, catastrophes, and other things follow because of that. The ones who are rich, who live luxury, they first go out of Islam, out of religion. The ayah. Civilizations owes a lot to rich, to well-to-do, well-organized people. But at the same time, spiritually, they are the ones who first pull out corruption, stick to money, stick other things. Religion becomes secondary. They are the ones. Money is evil in that sense. Power, evil in that sense. When you look big world, global relations, economy, World Bank, IMF, International Monetary Fund, who manipulate countries, dictate, squeeze other countries. They are giving money, they want back for sure money. Money, money, money, money, money, money, money, money. Evil. In that sense. فإذا أردنا أن نهلك قرية أمرنا مترفيها ففسقوا فيها فحق عليها القول فدمرناها تدميرا. Whenever we want to destroy an area, we order aristocrat people, rich people, people whose life is luxury, they corrupt. They go out of line first, then the world sets down on them, my destruction order comes down on them, and we destroy them. We destroy that village, that area, with full destruction. وَكَمْ أَهْلَكْنَا. How many can? How much? How many? أهلكنا, we destroyed. How many places we destroyed? من القرون, قرن, centuries, generations. How many generations we destroyed? Many, many generations, people we destroyed. You must think how many people, too many people we destroyed along the centuries, qurun, qarn, generations. min ba'di Nuh, after Nuh. After Nuh, we destroyed a lot of generations, a lot of people. وَكَفَى is enough. بِرَبِّكَ, your Lord. Your Lord is enough. Be for zunubi sins, ibadihi, his servants, abd. Zanb zunub, abd ibad. Your Lord is capable, as is enough, to handle the sins of his servants. Khabiran, he is enough as informed, aware, khabir, khabardar, has all information and news, basiran, sees. Allah is enough in terms of awareness, he is aware fully. In terms of seeing, he sees everything. Nothing is hidden from him. Your Lord will take care of his servants' sins. He is aware, khabir, he sees them. Man kana, who is, who was, who is. Yuridu, desires. Who desires? Who wants? Al-ajilata, fast comer, ajala, to go fast, to move fast. Ajila, ismul fa'il, feminine, fast goer or fast comer. Ajala. Anybody who wants fast comer, that is world, this world. Because it is there. This is world, everywhere world. It is not far, something will come later, will not come. It is already here, now. We are in the world. So the world is available for us. And kana who yuridu desires, arada urida yuridu yuradu, al-ajilata, the world is anybody who wants to run after world. His target and aim is this world, which is ready now, under our disposal. Ajjalna. We make fast. We make these things fast, lahu for him, fiha in that world, ma what nasha'u, we are desiring. Anybody whose purpose in this life is this world, worldly life, we will give him in a hurry. Just no time we will give him this world. Liman nuridu. The ones whom we want, we will give him. Thumma then, ja'alna, we made, we set lahu for him, Jahannam. يصلعها صلي. He will reach. صلي صلي صلي تصلي. Actually he will be burned. Burn in that Jahannam. يصلعها صلي صلي يصلي يصلي. مذموما, disgraced. مدحورا, refused, rejected. Anyone whose target is this world, I will give him whatever he wants, as long as we want. We will give him, I will give him. But in the hereafter, he will go to hell, he will be disgraced, he will be rejected. No request from him will be heard at the day of judgment. Anybody wants this world, we will give him this world. That is why Fir'aun was given a lot of opportunity. Nimrud was given a lot of opportunity. Many kuffars, disbelievers, when it comes in worldly things, they may have a lot of good things, better than the others. Because Allah wants them to give whatever they want. So let them have no right to request at the day of judgment anything not given to them here. So Allah, like finishing their quotas. You want this? Okay. You want this? Okay. You want this? Okay. So do you think? Well, no, I don't. Okay. So that they will not be deprived from anything. That is why if somebody is saying, we Muslims why, and others why, that is why this is the answer for that. I mean, people compare in worldly things Muslims with non-Muslims, and they see non-Muslims ahead, worldly sense. Why it is happening? Since we are Muslim, we are better, we are good. Allah must have given us better than them, something like that. That is not the logic here in Quran. Quran says anybody who wants world, I will give worldly things to him. And at the end, he will go to hell. And he will be burned over there. And he will be disgraceful act, and he will be rejected. وَمَنْ أَرَادَ الْآخِرَةَ. Anybody who desires akhirah, hereafter, anybody who desires akhirah, وَسَعَى, rushes, works, strives, laha for that. Sa'yaha, he is striving. Anybody who strives with full strive, anybody who desires akhirah and strives fully, وَهُوَ مُؤْمِنٌ, he is being mu'min. Anybody who desires hereafter, not worldly things, just opposite, and rushes for that, for hereafter, strives for hereafter, وَهُوَ مُؤْمِنٌ, as believer, فَأُولَٰئِكَ, these type of people, كان was سعيهم, their effort, their striving, مشكورا, thanked to, accepted as thanks. Anybody who struggles for hereafter and rushes for that, works for that, as mu'min, their efforts, their strivings will be thanked to, accepted. Their thankfulness also will be accepted by Allah. Kullan, each one. Numiddu, we try to help. Haulai, these people. We try to help these ones. These ones and these ones, both of them. We will give help to them, min from ata, grant, giving, Rabbik, of your Lord. We will help those and those and those people from the gifts given from your Lord, by your Lord. وَمَا كَانَ عَطَاءُ رَبِّكَ مَحْظُورًا. وَمَا كَانَ was not, is not. عَطَاءُ رَبِّكَ, the grant of your Lord, is not, was not, محظورا, limited. Closed, hazara, prohibited. The bounties of Allah are not specific for this, for that. It is open for everyone, not limited. Hazara, mahzur. Undur, you look. Kayfa, how. Faddalna, we made superior. You look how we made people, some people, above other people. بعضهم, some of them, على بعض, upon others. You think and look how we made some of the people above the other people. There are, not all people are the same. Different levels, different understanding, different layers in society, different professions. They all need each other. Organic dependency. Each one is organically dependent. Arm cannot walk, needs leg. Leg cannot hold and pick, needs hand, arm. So they all need brain, they all need heart, they all need eyes, cannot see. They are each independent, but to the extent of their independency, they are dependent on other things. No independence, dependence, but organic dependence. Society also is the same. You need farmer so that they may produce wheat, bread. You need mill, somebody who will make flour. You need baker to make bread. You need transportation system to reach to you. I mean, you need everybody, organic. Everybody needs everybody. Everybody is dependent on. Look how we made some above the others. Different layer, well, not one layer, one type, different. Yes? Well, al-akhiratu. Akhirat hereafter, definitely. La, definitely. Akbaru is biggest, greatest. Darajatin, degrees. The word degree comes from daraja. Akhirah is bigger. I mean, in world there are different levels. But all akhirah is better than this world. Bigger than this world. Greater than this world. Akbaru, also greater. Tafdila, superiority, or virtually in excellence. It is greatest. So akhirah is main target. We aim. World compared to akhirah, akhirah is better. Akhirah is greater. Hereafter. Above. Superior. La taj'al. Don't make. Ma'allahi. Ja'ala ju'alayya ja'ala. With Allah, together with Allah. Ilahan. Any God. Akhirah. Another. Other. Don't ascribe to Allah another God. Don't associate any God to Allah. If you do, you sit. You may sit. قَعَدَ قُعِدَ يَقْعُدُ يُقْعَدُ. You may be seated and you may sit. If you do like that, wrongly, mazmuman, disgraced, rejected. Disgraced, zam, blamed, not favored. Makhlula, khazl, denied help. Makhlul man khazal al-Muslimin. Mansur, ya Allahumma mansur man nasar al-Islam wal-Muslimin. Makhlul man khazal al-Islam wal-Muslimin. Anybody who cheats Islam, anybody who does not serve Islam, anybody who shies away from doing his job to defend Islam, makhzul, khazala. If you ascribe someone to Allah, another God to Allah, then what will happen? You will be sitting, disgraced, and deprived from help. Allah will is not going to help you at all. خزل خزل يخزل يخزل أخزل ذم ذمم ذمم يذمم يذمم مذموم اسم المفعول. الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وقضى ربك ألا تعبدوا إلا إياه وبالوالدين إحسانا. إما يبلغن عندك الكبر أحدهما أو كلاهما فلا تقل لهما أف ولا تنهرهما وقل لهما قولا كريما. واخفض لهما جناح الذل من الرحمة وقل رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. ربكم أعلم بما في نفوسكم إن تكونوا صالحين فإنه كان للأوابين غفورا. وآت ذا القربى حقه والمسكين وابن السبيل ولا تبذر تبذيرا إن المبذرين كانوا إخوان الشياطين وكان الشيطان لربه كفورا. وإما تعرضن عنهم ابتغاء رحمة من ربك ترجوها ربك ترجوها فقل لهم ميسورا ولا تجعل يدك مغلولة إلى عنقك ولا تبسطها كل البسط فتقعد ملوما محسورا إن ربك يبسط الرزق لمن يشاء ويقدر إنه كان بعباده خبيرا بصيرا ولا تقتلوا أولادكم خشية إملاق نحن نرزقهم وإياكم إن قتلهم كان خطأ كبيرا ولا تقربوا الزنا إنه كان فاحشا وساء سبيلا ولا تقتلوا النفس التي حرم الله إلا بالحق ومن قتل مظلوما فقد جعلنا لوليه سلطانا فلا يسرف في القتل إنه كان منصورا ولا تقربوا مال اليتيم إلا بالتي هي أحسن حتى يبلغ أشده فأوفوا بالعهد إن العهد كان مسؤولا وأوفوا الكيل إذا كلتم وزنوا بالقسطاس المستقيم ذلك خير وأحسن تأويلا ولا تقف ما ليس لك به علم إن السمع والبصر والفؤاد إن السمع والبصر والفؤاد كل أولئك كان عنه مسؤولا ولا تمش في الأرض مرحا إنك لن تخرق الأرض ولن تبلغ الجبال طولا كل ذلك كان سيئه عند ربك مكروها ذلك مما أوحى إليك ربك من الحكمة ولا تجعل مع الله إلها آخر ولا تجعل مع الله إلها آخر فتلقى في جهنم ملوما مدحورا أفأصفاكم ربكم بالبنين واتخذ من الملائكة إناثا إنكم لتقولون قولا عظيما صدق الله ربنا الأعلى. وقضى ربك ألا تعبدوا إلا إياه وبالوالدين إحسانا. This is very, very famous verse from Quran, and everybody is requested to memorize. This is like peanut. I mean, one may use all the time, one may base on the time. Actually, the following some ayahs, maybe 15, 20, more than that, all are very basic rules. Better to memorize all of them. This is the related with the rights of parents. This one. وَقَضَى قَضَى قَضَيَ قُضِيَ decided, ordered. رَبُّكَ your Lord. قَضَى قَاضِي decider, judge. Judged. Allah. Allah passed the decision. قَضَى وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ your Lord. أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا. Allah is an la. An that, la don't, ta'budu worship. Abada ubida, ya'budu yu'badu. اعبد لا تعبد. Allah decided that, and that لا تعبدوا, you don't worship إلا but إياه, only to him. Allah ordered and decided that you human beings and jinns and everyone must not worship to anyone other than him. You must worship only to him. İyyâ only, İyyâke only to you, İyyâke na'budu, İyyâhu only to him. وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ. You don't worship to anything other than him. And Allah decided, and وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ, two givers of birth. Walid, walada, to give birth, to have child. Walidan, to giver, walidun, giver of birth. Walidan, two, walidaini, two. Giver of birth, two of them, means father and mother, means parents in Arabic. They are the ones who are factors for the birth, for children be born. وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ, with your parents, to your parents, إِحْسَانًا, good. Allah decided that you don't worship other than him, and to your parents, doing good. You need to do good. Ihsan comes from Hasan, beautiful, beauty, husnun. Ihsanun, to make, to beautify, kindness, goodness, to do good things. Muhsin, ihsan. So, the whole sentence is like this. Allah, your Lord, decided that you must not worship to anyone other than him, and you need to do goodness, kindness to your parents, father and mother. Any good? Any good. No bad? No bad. What is there in the world other than good, other than bad? Nothing. Everything is either good, either bad. Duality of the things. Khair, shar. So, you do good to your parents in all types, all levels, all kinds, all the time, all the time, all the time. Imma, if, in, if, ma, that, if, yablughanna, reaches, balagha, buligha, yablughu, bulugh, reaching to puberty, bulugh, balagha, to reach, to go. بلغ بلغ يبلغ يبلغ. نون التأكيد. If reaches, definitely reaches. عندك, in your presence, addressing to child, son, daughter. الكبر, old age. Old age, kibar, kabir, old. If reaches in your life, in your presence, to old age, who? أحدهما, one of the two. Huma, two, father and mother. If one of them becomes old in age, when you are alive, O son, O child. Or kilahuma, both of them, kila. Kila means two. Huma, they two. If one of them or both of them get old when you are alive, okay? What are you going to do? فَلَا تَقُولْ, don't say. قَالَ قِيلَ يَقُولُ يُقَالُ قُلْ أُقْوَلْ قُلْ order. لَا تَقُولْ, don't do, don't say. لَهُمَا, to both of them. أُفِّينَ, of, oof. Don't say of or oof. To both of them, to none of them, any one of them who is alive with you. Because of their old age, there will be a lot of things you need to endure. You need to be patient. So you need to keep quiet, patient. When you are like that, never ever hurt them with any words, oof, of, ah, wah, whatever in your culture, whatever in your language, any word which is hurting, which could hurt them. Oof. Okay. وَلَا تَنْهَرْهُمَا, don't reject them. Don't repel them. Don't push them away. نهر نهر ينهر ينهر. وَأَمَّا السَّائِلَ فَلَا تَنْهَرْ. Surah al-Duha. When sa'il comes, somebody asks you, don't kick them out. Don't push them away. وَأَمَّا السَّائِلَ فَلَا تَنْهَرْ. وَلَا تَنْهَرْ. Don't reject huma, them. وَقُلْ لَهُمَا. Say to them, to both of them. Tell to both of them. What? قَوْلًا, words. كَرِيمًا, nice. You use nice words to your parents, for your parents. So this ayah is very basic ayah, establishing the rules, basic rules, how to deal with parents. You noticed Allah said don't worship but Him, only Allah. Then goodness to parents. It has been put next to goodness, kindness to parents, next to worshipping only Allah, a very high level. Then you notice that if they reach old age, one of them, both of them, don't say oof to them. Literally oof, oof. But what about other words like ah, like wah, ta, for example, or any other words? All are included in that. Not saying oof is literal meaning. This is dalala bil ibara in usul al-fiqh. But there are other 3 different types of meanings of same ayah. Dalala bil ishara, dalala bil iqtida, dalala bil dalala. Usul al-fiqh explains it. This ayah is an example for that. Other words are not mentioned here, but included. That is why some people roam around. They say that, oh, where is it written? I mean, about hadith, for example. They think that it is literal. It is not literal, this problem. If you say literal, there are hundreds of words today hurting parents, could hurt the parents, are not included in the Quran. How do you do that? So, we're understanding Quran and Hadith, literal, very dangerous subject, which is a commonplace here in America. There are people running around think that what they are thinking is all correct and what others are following or doing all wrong. Very, very big mistake. So it is included really any word, any act, even not word, any act which will hurt the parents, not acceptable. Really, taking care of parents is big thing, but continue Quran, don't reject them, and you always say to them nice words. Of course, as a child could be raised by village, taking care of parents could not be done well without cooperation of other people, other friends or relatives. And in housing system and everything must be arranged that way. Whole system must be fitting. Work conditions must be fitting to that. Family members must not be away to work to pay the bills. System must not be that way. They would be obliged to leave their parents if they are in need at home alone. System must not be like that. System. So this is principle. But that principle's application to the everyday life is left to you, to me. Smartness, cleverness, capability, skill. Nothing is like fixed in detail. Details are left to us to, with good intention, based on our skill, our capability to do whatever is necessary. Of course, nursing homes, not acceptable because of this ayah. But retirement houses where people can take them, care of each other. They live together, masjid is there, dars is there, they have enough times. And professionals, some of them are doctors, some of them are engineers in other professions. They take care of each other easily. Very good. Muslims need in this country a big village, Islamic village, where retirement houses must be available and masjid be there, and guest rooms and dawah and centers, and a little clinic, a little something which elderly brothers and sisters happily enjoy leave. Some gardening, something necessary. All with desire, based on desire. واخفض, you lower. خفض خفض يخفض يخفض, lower. لهما, for them. جناح, wing. الذل, humbleness, humility. You lower your wing of humility for your parents. Don't be arrogant towards your parents. You lower your humbleness, your humility for them, for your parents. Min al-rahmati, from affection, kindness, mercy. Your humility of mercy, humbleness coming from mercy towards them must be well established. As if a bird is stretching wings to submit to the powerful, to the strong. So submission shows submission and love and affection, wing. وَقُلْ, you say. وَقُلْ, you say. Rabbi, O my Lord. Irham, you show mercy. Rahima, rahima, yarhamu, yurhamu. Huma, to both of them. O my Lord, show mercy to both of them. Kama, as ka. Ka means like or as. Ka has two meanings. One is you, for man. Second meaning, likeness, similar. Okay, kama rabbaya, they trained. Rabbaya, rabbaya, rabbaya, rabbaya, rubbiya, yurabbi, yurabbi, tarbiyatun. Rabbaya, rabbaya, both of them trained me, saghiran, when I was little. You pray for them. In your prayer you say, O my Lord, irhamhuma, you show mercy to my parents. Kama rabbayani saghira, as they raised me. Let me grow, took care of me when I was little. In animal world, baby animal born, maybe immediately or 2-3 hours period, easily joining mother, moving, going, coming. Active. Running together with mother. Like colt, like baby horse, like anything. But human babies, takes long time to take care of them. They really need a lot of care. Too long. Who does that? Parents, people. So we owe to them. Parents. وَاخْفِضْ لَهُمَا جَنَاحَ الذُّلِّ مِنَ الرَّحْمَةِ وَقُلْ رَبِّ ارْحَمْهُمَا كَمَا رَبَّيَانِي صَغِيرًا. رَبُّكُمْ, your Lord. أَعْلَمُ, best knower. بِمَا what فِي نُفُوسِكُمْ is in your hearts. Your Lord is best knower of what you have in your bodies, inside. Allah knows the best. What you have inside. In takunu, in if takunu you are, takunu kana kina, yakunu yukanu. يكون يكونان يكونون تكون تكونان يكون تكون تكونان تكونون. If you are صالحين, good. If you are صالحs, if you are good, if you are nicely acting, فإنه, definitely Allah, كان is, was is. غفوراً, I will jump to that word. غفوراً, forgiver. Li for للأوابين, for أوابين. Allah is definitely forgiver the sins of أوابين. أوابين. أوابا, أواب. كتب, كتاب. قتل, قتال. غفر, غفار. سجد, سجاد. مبالغة, اسم الفاعل, for. أواب, to return, to go back. أواب, extremely returner, much more returner, very sensitively, very strongly returning person. أواب, أواب, أوابان, أوابين, أوابون, أوابين, plural. Therefore, Allah is forgiver sins of the people who are very strongly returning to Him, to Allah, repenting. Persons who consistently do tawbah, repentance, regret for the sins they did in the past. They beat themselves in sorrow for the sins they did in the past. Their conscience is hurt, pains. They feel pain deep in their hearts for the sins or for the things they failed in the past. Awabin, awab. Awab is not regular, a little bit over-regular type of person. Sensitive, extremely ready, and for giver, for returner to Allah, repenter to Allah. I said earlier, beginning from the first ayah of today's assignment, that there are many rules in these following ayahs. Do's and don'ts, many. One is coming. Va'ati, give. Eteye, eteye, uktiye, yuktiye, yukteyu. Zel kurba, owner of nearness, your relative, qarib. You give to your relatives. Haqqahu, their right, his right. You give whatever is due according to the right of your relatives. وَآتِ ذَا الْقُرْبَى حَقَّهُ. وَالْمِسْكِينَ, miskin, poor, destitute. Also give to miskin, to destitute. وَابْنَ السَّبِيلِ, son of way, wayfarer, a person who is on the way, away from his support, friends, from his family. Today, of course, there are a lot of possible connections. I mean, in modern world, anybody who is living in modern life system has some connections easily. But definitely in old days, when you are away, you are away. When you are away from your family, a lot of sufferings. A lot of sufferings. You may not have enough money, it is not easily transferable. How are you going to get help from who, what? Anything, everything may happen to anyone. You give the right of your relatives and also the destitute, zakah, charity, and everything. And wayfarer, somebody who is left in the middle, on the way, needs help. Muslims developed sarais, manzils, roads, bridges, fountain, water sources, for the people traveling from one point to another, shelters, and for their animals when they were travel free. Based on these ayahs, Islamic civilization is enactment, putting in action of Quran and Sunnah. But who did? Muslims themselves, human being. Human being did. They have been inspired. They did not wait somebody to do or something. They did themselves. Even those caravansarais, the manzils, today are like standing over there unattended, perhaps neglected, not needed. But history, they are testimonies of historical service. They never differentiate nobody, and when they were like 4 hours, 5 hours, going from one point to another, then there was shelter, they settled down, they rested, their horse and water is there, everything is there. Maybe nobody is there attending. They took care of themselves, and next day they continued to go on. Silk Road is to west, connecting Far East to Middle East, but Middle East was the West that time. We don't know more about what else was at the West. I mean, we know, but really big thing. So all manzil, manzil, manzil. Manzil means settlement. You just rest, go there. Konak in Turkish. You do konak means you go there, settle, rest, then wrap up, continue to next konak. Karwan sarais. Karwan, karwan, karwan. Animals, one after another going. Sarai building. Sarai palace. Sarai means palace. Yeah. In desert, they were palaces. Palace. وَلَا تُبَذِّرْ. Very important rule. This one too. وَلَا تُبَذِّرْ. Never ever squander. Waste. Squander. Waste. وَلَا تُبَذِّرْ. Bazara, buzira, like israf, same word. وَلَا تُسْرِف, israf. Same word. Same word, I mean same meaning. Two words have same meaning. Bazara, buzira, yabzuru, yubzaru. وَلَا تُبَذِّرْ. Don't squander. Waste. Tabdiran, squandering, squandering. I mean, same word. Don't squander, squander, squander. Any squander. Any waste. I mean, like emphasis. This is emphasis. I mean, don't squander even iota, anything. Nothing. Don't squander nothing. That is what is meant. Bazara buzira, yabzuru yubzaru. Bazara buzira, yubazziru yubazzaru. Don't squander. ولا تبذر تبذيرا. إن المبذرين. This don't squander. Big ayah. Big verse. Don't israf. Don't do israf. Big ayah. Food israf. Clothes israf. Time israf. We are up to here. Knowingly, unknowingly. We watch on TV, people need somebody else somewhere in the world. Whole world watches. This is rough. I mean, everybody environmental, which is okay. I mean, environmentalism, but okay, really to do something. But what about this squandering? Rich nations are squandering millions of billions for their own benefit, for weapons. Nobody knows. I mean, no use for that in that sense. And like competing with each other in producing weapons and weapons and weapons and weapons. Sometimes later it becomes obsolete, then new ones sell the obsolete to some others, drag their money like sucking the blood of the nation. Nations, states are doing to other states. What is this? Somebody must say no. Unfortunately, no Muslim organization is saying no, or able to say no. But leftists, no Islamic attitude or nothing, I mean, in West, they are trying to protest or things like that. Very interesting, you see. Somebody is raising a voice, but I mean, correct voice, perhaps some parties okay, but no Muslim is there. Muslims lost the power. Nobody is listening. They have no authority, no desire, no things, nothing like that. What terrible is that our Quran says something, we are unable to enact that in our society, in the world. Even raise our voice. Can't do it. What bad situation is that? So, this squandering, these nations, Western, mainly rich, must share. There must be something. Hey, you will not eat that much, you will not spend that much. Whole world will share. Whatever you have is others' right. You give them. Who would say, who would? Too bad, watching people dying, drought and famine, stricken famine, stricken lands, countries, water, food, waste. Innal mubazzirina. Definitely squanderers, bazzara, buzzira, yubazziru, mubazzirun. Kanu, was, were, are. Ikhwan, brothers. Squanderers are the brothers, ash-shayateen, Satan's. Squanderers are the brothers, kinfolks, relatives of shaitans. Shayateen is plural. Too many shaitans. Many different forms, too many shaitans. وَكَانَ الشَّيْطَانُ. Shaitan was لِرَبِّهِ, for his Lord, against his Lord. Kafura, denier, rejecter. Shaitan is unthankful, ungrateful, rejecter towards his Lord. What I will do, I will conclude, I believe, at this point. Inshallah, we will continue. Can a person, after declaring Shahada, be considered Muslim who does not pray? Declaring Shahada sincerely is definitely something makes a person Muslim. But the person's iman at least gets weaker and weaker and weaker as long as he does not pray, does not observe other rules as well. So what ulama says, 90% majority of Muslim scholars, what do they say is, this person, if he insists on not praying, his iman will be so weaker, each time a stain in his heart, a stain in his heart, another stain in his heart, in his heart. At the end, the heart will lose ability to mirror. So he will lose iman, or he will be very near to becoming kafir, or would become kafir. So, salah, prayer, and others are protectors of iman, guards, bodyguards of iman, not allow aliens to grab iman. This is 90% I would say more than a majority of Muslim scholars. Very few minority Muslim scholars say that anybody who does not pray Salah, he becomes kafir, disbeliever. Because there is a hadith, anybody who prays namaz, Salah, he establishes his deen. Anybody who does not pray Salah, he demolishes his deen. They understand these hadiths as literal. But other ulamas don't understand as literal. They say that this means, for the perfection of Iman, you pray. But if you don't pray, you cannot have perfect Iman. But you don't steal, you don't lose, even you don't pray. This is a part of big subject. That is Iman and Amal relation. Amal is acts and deeds. Iman is belief. Iman, declaring, is Iman. Shahada is Iman. But Amal. Amanu wa amilu salihati. Quran many times mentions those who amanu wa amilu salihati. Where is conjunctive. So this conjunctive is one condition the others condition that required. Requirement conjunctions of just two different things put in same, like apples and pears, oranges, but they are different, but they are in same cup. And means where means and. This big subject. When I was 13, 14 years old, there was a school I wanted to enter. And when I was entering, there was an exam, written exam. So this question came out. But I had studied in Arabic, this subject. So I wrote, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ. This wow, لِمُطْلَقِ الْجَمَعِ, لَا لِمُطْلَقِ. This wow conjuncts each other in general sense. They are not requirements of each other according to majority of you. So I did. So one of the teachers or scholars who in other room, they were later evaluating these papers, grabbed this paper, came out when students, we were just around scattered. Hey, who is this guy? So they called my name. So I was like, I did not know what they said. Oh, are you this person? Oh, what? Yeah. So I had ID and so. Oh, this person. Then he checked kind of, to be sure, I am that person or I am the one who wrote those ideas. And he hugged me. He said, you are a tough guy. And all my life I was his tough guy. His name is Mahmoud Bayram. He passed away recently, 3-4 years ago. I believe he is one of the persons in my life I saw will go to paradise, and others also may go, but because he was living to teach Arabic, sleeping to teach Arabic, rushing to teach Arabic, he was created to teach Arabic as a person. And he had no interest in anything other than teaching Arabic to everyone, free. In the street, he was on the, I used to see him running. Where are you running? Oh, teaching Arabic. He was going somewhere in a dukkan. Somebody, businessman, said to him, oh, Khoja Effendi, I'm a respected alim in our culture. So I want to learn, but I cannot leave my dukkan, my business. Oh, yeah, okay, I will come to you. So this guy goes there in dukkan. The other one is client is coming alone, busy, no problem. He will teach you. What a person, how a person like that. This type of people are pillars of society or pillars of Islam because they spread Islam, they teach Islam, no condition is attached. I used to see him teaching Arabic. I mean, he was like sleeping because he could not sleep at night because he was someone teaching Arabic late. I mean, he was sparing nothing for himself if that was for teaching Arabic. And there were students who were pulling him, trying to pull him like to politics, to other things, I mean, every day happening in society. Oh, Hoja Effendi, I mean, meantime, oh, this is what happened, newspapers are writing like that also. What do you say? He looks at them. Let's continue reading Arabic. Let's continue. Well, what is the use of those, mentioning those things and waste your time, waste my time? I mean, we cannot change. We don't have another newspaper to reject, or we can, are we going to beg to them? Go continue reading Arabic. So he called me like that. This is a subject. Iman and Amal, acts and deeds, are very connected. Are they really very much connected, or half connected, full connected? And the function of end, where in Arabic. So debatable, but I would say majority of Muslim scholars, Jumhur ulama, are of the opinion that Amal is different than Iman, Iman is different than Amal. Salah is Amal parts, act parts. So it makes weak, Iman becomes weak if somebody does not pray, but really does not goes away because Salah is not there, does not goes away. Because they are not connected with each other totally. Okay, there is another question here. What is Ifrit? What is Ifrit, Hafiz? Anything Ifrit, what can we say, Ifrit? Is it mentioned in Quran? Could not remember, mentioned, of course. In Surah, in the story of Sulaiman alayhi salam, قال عفريت من الجن أنا آتيك به قبل أن تقوم من مقام. This is good boy, this good Hafiz. One of the very frequent, I mean, or never runs away type of from my classes. This is Muhammad Islam Khan, son, Inam Khan's son. Ifrit is, you know the story, Sulaiman alayhi salam, Balqis, Sulaiman alayhi salam's dead bird, Hudhud, disappears and sees Balqis, Shaba, then comes back and things like that. Sulaiman alayhi salam writes a letter, this bird goes there and Balqis discusses with her parliament that subject, and then sends a gift, a committee to test whether Sulaiman alayhi salam is real prophet or not, because no prophets could get gifts before Muhammad. Gifts were forbidden to all prophets. Only our prophet Muhammad was allowed. So she was so smart, golds and packages and attractive. So let me send this very attractive jewelry and things like that, so that let me understand whether this is Sulaiman alayhi salam who wrote me this letter is real one or fake guy in terms of prophethood. So when they left, they came and Sulaiman alayhi salam rejected. Then she decided to come to Sulaiman alayhi salam with her people. Then she left her palace, her land, on the way to go to Sulaiman alayhi salam. Sulaiman alayhi salam, hey, he was very authority ordering these jinns, you know, jinns. So called jinns. Hey, who would bring her palace? Me, easily. Because they left, they are away, so her palace here, let us put her palace next to my palace somewhere. When she comes, she will be surprised. What is this? I mean, get confused. Is this her or looks like how it could happen? A surprise act. So Ifrit is the one who said, yeah, I am. He is jinn, from jinni, jinn. I am the one who could bring that one to you, her palace to you. قال عفريت من الجن أنا آتيك به. I will bring that to you. قبل أن تقوم من مقامك, before you stand up. I mean, it will take a little time, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, something, for example, or I don't know. I mean, sometimes I can bring, sometimes in a little time. Sulaiman alayhi salam said, it's too late. I want second. Who else? This is Ifrit finished. So Ifrit is a jinn who was living during Sulaiman alayhi salam time, who had this authority to bring that big building in 10, 15 minutes or something more than second. But after that, another jinn came. Not, we don't know what his name is, its name is, but the one who knew some secret knowledge. عنده علم من الكتاب, knew the book. What that book is. That second one. Said that in one glance or one, what do you call it? Winkle? Blink. In one blink, like that when you close or open your eyes.